Um, hey peeps. Probably it's better that I go straight to business. It's with a heavy heart that I have to announce that my grandmother suddenly passed away yesterday. So, right now we're making arrangements as we speak, and we're all pretty in shock. Sorry for looking a little listless. I've been comforting my mother all night, and she's barely rested. And we've all been just trying to figure out what to do. We have plans to see her near the end of this year, like around maybe before or after the holidays, and we were all pretty excited because it was going to be a big milestone birthday. She was going to turn 90. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, and yeah, it's just a huge shock. Because, well, we all thought we had a bit more time with her. We all had plans, and you know what they say, life is what happens when you make said plans. So, yeah, pretty much this is an announcement to say that all of my channels, including my Substack, might be put on an indefinite hiatus. Originally, I was gonna come back either this weekend or maybe after I adjusted to my new position. I was a little happier announcement. I officially got a new job, so I'm gonna start that pretty soon. But then, well, this happened last night, and unlike previous times, I don't really know what's appropriate to do because all the previous situations, I've done gaming tributes, I've done live streams in the past before, like right before the time came, but this is a pretty huge deal. I don't know what the appropriate course of action would be at this point. So I'm thinking for now, an indefinite hiatus would probably be the best course of action. I'm still open to messages, so if anybody wants to get in touch, feel free to do so. And I also just realized that I forgot to upload the Nanoka-ish special, as well as the official Nanoka special, up on my YouTube channel. So keep an eye out for those. The former will be uploaded tomorrow, presuming the file is still there. Fingers crossed. Because that's kind of valuable, since I don't have the official special this time. But yeah, that's what's been going on in a personal world right now. Bit earth-shattering, but I know we'll all get through it. I guess to go in a bit more of a appropriate tribute tangent, the last time I saw her in person, was last year. And, well, the past 5 years have been rather unpredictable. So we were pretty lucky that we got a chance to see her. Um, Early last year, it was around the spring. It was around the spring, just before Easter, and we stayed in a hotel just outside of where she lived. Sorry, wall clock. Um, gonna give him a moment. Okay, and continue where I left off. Yeah. So we stayed in a hotel just outside of where the town that she lives in, and I insisted this time that we see her, and I'm glad I did. And because, well, she came with her nurse and the nurse's kid, and she stayed with us for like almost a week, and it was a great time. um, Grandma was mainly spending the time recovering, but she was still in pretty good spirits, still a pretty active lady. And that time we also crashed a wedding and a birthday party that was happening next door. Though Cameroon culture, we didn't really call it crashing per se, but she made sure our outfits at least looked good while we're doing it. And the last day that she stayed at the hotel, like my uncle and a few others came over. Like we were just getting a rotation of relatives every single day. And the last day, I just I hugged her as much as I could, and I held her hand until she drove off, because I don't know how to explain it, but I just had this feeling this is the last time I was going to see her in person. Like this really strong feeling that it was going to be the final time. And little did I know I was actually right. It's kind of eerie sometimes, like how things like that come up. I just had this feeling this was the last time I was going to see her in person. I didn't know why. Like whether it was the political situation happening right now, or just the circumstance, or maybe the gravity of the situation was really hitting me. But yeah, I was right. It came much later than expected, but I was, well, later and same time earlier than expected, but I was right. I mean, the one lucky thing is we got a lot of time to talk. So that was the one fortunate thing, at least. Like my mom's a very frequent caller. Like she didn't care how much the expense was. Like she always, like whether it was phone cards back in the day or WhatsApp nowadays. Whenever whenever she wanted to talk with grandma or just anybody abroad, she always found a way. Like mom always found a way. And I mean, even like despite her health, we were gonna, and all the situations happening, of course, we were thinking of seeing if we could bring her over. Obviously, that didn't happen. But yeah, just huge shock. I mean, I especially feel for my younger relatives who never even got a chance to see her in person. One person in particular, she hasn't had a chance to see any of her grandparents, and I know what that's like because I haven't met the paternal side of my grandparents. So all the things that I know of them are from stories. So I've been lucky that I've had a lot of surrogate grandparents in my life, and I was able to see my maternal ones before they passed. But yeah, just a bit. I just don't know how to feel. There's like a bit of a numbness. But we'll get through it. That's all we can do day to day is we get through these things. And I pray we get through it together. So, in terms of this channel and all my other stuff, might be a little while before I start streaming again. For all I know, that could change. Maybe I might have the energy to do it when I eventually get to my new job. But for right now, I think it's safe to say there's going to be an indefinite hiatus. I will upload this, and, well, by the time you see this, just to basically presume this will be uploaded. By the time you see this, I'm pretty much have already done preparations for everything that I would like to do. Video uploads, I don't know when those will happen. But, besides the Namaka-ish special and this. But Substack, I think that's the one thing I might feel confident of continuing for now, because that's all really I can do for now. I have 3 articles on the pipeline. One about the New Kings protest that I wrote before I went to Middlebury. The spoiler version of Sinners, which might actually get attached to K-pop Demon Hunters. They're both going to be spoiler-filled reviews, or spoiler-filled discussions. So if you haven't seen either one of those movies before you read those articles, highly recommend that you do. And, well, the rest, slowly figuring that out. I'm slowly figuring that out, but eventually you'll see the fruits of my labor. But yeah, thanks everybody for your support. Shout out to Yo. They're currently further abroad this time. They're all the way in South Korea. So thanks for catching this. really means a lot. Because I know how difficult the time zone is. So the fact that you caught it right now it really means a lot. Thank you. But yeah, thanks a lot again for the support. Um, just just asking for your love at this current time. That's all. That's all it is. Just love and good vibes. And thanks a lot for your patience too. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Rest in peace, Grandma. See you on the other side. And, of course, guys, as always, may your heart be your guiding key. Don't know how soon I'll be up here, but I'll see you next time. Bye.